What's up, Triple B fam and jewelry lovers? We're officially back at it with the top 25 vintage bracelets that have sold on eBay over the past 7 days. Now again, this series is just to get us comfortable with some of the highest selling brands from hundreds to all the way up to thousands. So be sure to stick around, hit that like and subscribe button, and let's check out some beautiful bracelets. Alrighty guys, so top 25 vintage bracelets that have sold on eBay over the past 7 days. We are going to be starting off with this absolute gorgeous Goldette Victorian Revival bracelet. Now I know that we've had a couple of these throughout our Whatnot shows over the past couple of years. Goldette makes some absolute stunning pieces. So again, it has the cameos, the little carved scarabs, multicolored glass throughout. Again, this one is double strand. Most of the times they are slide. It does look like this one is. So again, the charms kind of slide back and forth, which makes it very comfortable. And there is that Goldette signature. So again, box closure, has the safety chain, again signed. And this one was listed $149.99, and it does look like that's what it sold for. So again, starting off at $150, let's just say, with that gorgeous Goldette. Up next, we have a 1992 MMA 24 karat gold plated. Now, I'm not 100% sure if MMA brooches and other jewelry is gold plated, but I'm just going to go gold tone MMA 1992. Really cool snake bracelet. How cool is that? So again, MMA, another, as far as pieces that we've had quite a few. So again, MMA Museum of, or Metropolitan Museum of Modern Arts, correct? Correct. One of those. So again, MMA $150, and it was on bid. So one bid at $150 for that snake bracelet. Definitely nice to know. Up next, we have some Florenza. Florenza, just like Goldette, kind of has that same style. But again, Florenza, check out those glass cabochons. Let's see, there we go. So you got like the Venetian style glass, light purple rhinestones, and then you have like a blue purple teardrop style in there as well. Fold over closure, does have the safety chain, and signed Florenza right there. Was listed $179.77. Does look like they took an offer. I do believe it was right around $150. So we're still right in that $150 area. But again, gorgeous Florenza. Some of my favorite pieces by Florenza. Lots of carved shell cameos and stuff like that. So again, Florenza, definitely a well-known name. Makes some beautiful pieces. But again, $179. It's one of those ones that range. So again, beautiful cabochon and rhinestone bracelet by Florenza. Again, just right around $150. This one, I was kind of curious about. So you got the grape cluster. This is the only one that has an earrings to match, but I threw it in there because it's signed Napier. So you get the grape clusters. They said silver plate. It does look like it's silver. It's not marked anywhere. Again, you can see a little bit of greenage right there. But yeah, so you got the earrings, the bracelet panel style. Definitely has to be an older Napier set, without a doubt. So again, you got the patent number, Napier signature, also on the bracelet. This one on bid sold $152.50. Again, I threw it in there because it was signed Napier, and I can't say that I've ever seen a set like this. I'm pretty sure maybe earrings. I'm trying to think back, but again, beautiful Napier set. Again, $152.50. That's good to know, because Napier is definitely one of those ones that you could have a piece for $20, and obviously all the way up to $152. So nice to know. I know Mama Sue just sold one of these, I think, last week. If you remember watching the what we have for our Whatnot show, our short, we did have this exact bracelet. Cannot say that it sold for this amount, But you got the clear baguette rhinestones all the way through. Stunning wide style bracelet by Kramer, New York. Absolute gorgeous, and they listed it $175 by now, and I do believe they took an offer on that. That was back down towards the $150 area, but again, still $150. Sheesh. So again, beautiful Kramer, New York bracelet there, $175 listed by now.
Great deals, come to our one.
As you heard Mama Sue, I do believe it sold for 50 or 60, something like that. But again, yes, if you guys are interested in purchasing, again, we start all of our vintage jewelry off at $3 starts. Sometimes it does get pre-bids before we start the show, but again, we do sell a lot of gorgeous pieces. Again, we've been having Shriner, you name it, a little bit of everything in the shows. So you definitely got to give it a check out. Again, Vintage Vagabond Vends over on Whatnot. Again, click that profile picture, hop on over. There's a link for $15 off your first purchase. And also, if you're looking to sell on Whatnot, again, I know saying that, you're probably like, but it is a super fast way to take your inventory and flip it right away. There isn't another way. Let's just put it that way. So again, if you're looking to resell on there as well, there's a link for that as well. All right, keeping it rocking. We have gold-filled etched leaf flower hinged bangle bracelet. This one is by Carl Art. So again, gold-filled Carl Art bangle bracelet. Again, nice vintage to antique. Does look like they had it listed for $189. They did take an offer. As Mama Sue just said that she's been running them in the show. So again, keep an eye on. Again, I did not realize that they sold for this amount. But again, roughly, I think still right around the 100, and I think it was 175 is what this one sold for. This one's marked 120, 12 karat gold filled. So again, gold filled bangles, bring in the money. So again, 189. They did take an offer. All right, a vintage Juicy Couture. This one, gorgeous cameo style. Rhinestones throughout, multi-strand. I was kind of surprised with this one. Toggle closure. I do believe, yes, there's the Juicy signature. This one was listed $249.95. And again, guys, we're right around the 175 mark. Now, something else I do want to bring up here real quick. If you are watching on your cell phone, there is a new feature on YouTube that you can hype a video. If you got to this point and you're still enjoying it, definitely be sure to hit that hype. We greatly appreciate it. All right. Let's keep rocking. Again, Juicy Couture for, again, right around 175. They took an offer on the 250. This one we do know about, which is the Carmen D.F. Briggs. Now, some are signed, some are not, but it's more importantly about the Sweetheart Expansion Bracelet. Again, this is primarily from World War II. They are gold-filled the majority of the time, but what they would do is they would purchase these, send them back to their sweethearts, typically with a little photo on the inside. Super cute. So again, marked on this one as well. Again, Sweetheart bracelet listed $189.99. Does look like they took an offer, and again, I think it was right around 175. That's still where we're sitting. I will say, and it's a perfect time to say it, Bakelite, guys. If you're expecting to see Bakelite up towards the top, I don't know if something happened, but it seems like Bakelite's taking a little step back. We were pulling in some $300-400 bangle Bakelite pieces. We didn't have any this week. So I don't, maybe it was just so much was flushed into the market or something else like that. I can't honestly say. But as of right now, we do have this one, which is this gorgeous transparent green heavily carved Bakelite bracelet. It sold $175. Now, that's still a great price. But again, we were seeing a couple $100. Not this week. So $175, 24 bids, transparent green, beautiful bangle. Whew. And then we got another one. I'm pretty sure that's it after this one. But this will be a key indicator. There are 8 bracelets in here. Again, they are all carved. You got butterscotch. You got that beautiful jade color. Kind of like, I wouldn't consider that cherry, but pretty close. All 8 sold for $188.96. 7 bids on the lot of 8. which is kind of surprising to me because Bakelite was like a when we first started years ago, because I was like, oh my god, you mean there's plastic that you could test for and it sells for a lot of money, which is still a lot, don't get me wrong. But again, a lot of 8 for $188.96, 7 bids. All right, now coming up, another style of plastic, we got Lucite. This one, really gorgeous. Again, that green Lucite, and it does have the really cool beetles. This one was listed at $195. Does look like that's what it sold for. I do know that there is a jewelry maker. I am sorry, but the name is slipping my head. But she has a lot of jewelry, necklaces, bangles, stuff like that, that she put or made jewelry like this. Now, I'm not saying that this is one of them, but possibly. But again, really gorgeous, light green bangle, Lucite with the buggies, $195 by now. Nice. All right, so back to some gold filled. Now, guys, there is some sterling gold filled throughout. I know I try to keep it as costume as possible, but when I look up vintage bracelets, a lot of watches come up, like Rolexes and stuff like that. So I didn't really find any. So I just pretty much picked, stuff that you might be able to find at an estate sale or a yard sale, stuff like that. They're just easy things to spot, not like, I don't know, like a Navajo, super rare piece that anybody could kind of tell that it's worth a lot of money. I more so try to keep it just baseline, based off of signatures and stuff like that. Like this one, though. It's a carved scarab beetle. Beautiful semi-precious stones. Again, it is gold filled. This one was listed $202.02. Does look like that's what it sold for. I mean, she's absolutely gorgeous. But again, I feel like, chances are if you're out somewhere, you could probably find this. Does look like it's marked on the back as well. And again, $202.02. Let's go. Dell. This is another gold-filled one. Now this one, though, I was kind of like, Dell, we come across a lot of that. Not quite like this. Let's see. So you got the spring ring closure, 1/20, 12 karat gold filled. They're marked again. I just want to show off some of these. I mean, they are some of the coolest shell cameo styles. Like that one, you got the little hut in the bay, lighthouse. I mean, those are some stunning cameos. Again, that carved shell. I could look at pieces like this all day long. This one was listed $279.97. Does look like they took an offer. So again, I think it's just right up above the other one for the 202. I think it was maybe like 220 for this one. Again, absolute gorgeous Dell gold-filled carved shell bracelet. Again, $279.97. Alrighty, we have some Boucher Art Deco style. You got the clear rhinestones, gold tone textured, kind of like a ribbon. Really gorgeous style bracelet there. Let's check that signature. It does have the safety chain. And there is the Boucher signature. So again, Boucher chunky gold tone, listed $249.99. Does look like they took an offer. So again, still up over $200 though for the Boucher bracelet. Now this is another one. Ooh, I don't know what that is. There we go. So Victorian, you got to kind of have like that eye, the all-seeing eye there, gold tone textured, gold filled textured. So again, etched gold tone, absolutely gorgeous. This one was listed on bid $225.50. Now, guys, we've come across a decent amount. I really had no idea that they sell for this amount until today, which is again why we do these videos, because I'm never 100% sure. And just getting adjusted and just just the eye to know, like, okay, this is not just for gold filled value, which is, $2.50. I think it's up now. Gold is up there quite a bit. But again, not just for gold value, which even still at $4, a couple of grams, this goes out past that. So again, $225.50 for that gorgeous gold filled Victorian bracelet. Some of my favorite pieces right here. Now, again, this one is marked silver, but you got the filigree backing, stunning enameling, and it looks like jade cabochons throughout the top. Again, this one is definitely some Chinese export style. Absolutely gorgeous. These bracelets, I don't know, there's just so much extra detail that makes it amazing. So again, this one is marked 925, does have the safety chain. She's in absolute fabulous condition. This one was listed $300, and it does look like that's what it sold for. All right, keeping it rocking, we have another Boucher bracelet. So again, you have like the pinwheel style floral, blue rectangular rhinestones, kind of like a citrine gold tone. Gorgeous, gorgeous bracelet here. There is the back, great condition. There's the signature. Little bit of wear throughout the back, but nothing crazy. Again, a lot of the times what you'll find with vintage jewelry is just like throughout the years of wearing it, that silver tone will wear off. So this one looks in great condition. Signed Boucher. They listed it $375. Buy now. Does look like they took an offer. So again, up over $300 for that Boucher. This one is Indian silver bracelet pair. Now there are two in this, but again, I just thought it was so cool. They definitely got some age, some handcraftedness. Again, you kind of have that fabric woven to the silver individual pieces all the way through. Hook closure. I mean, these pieces are so cool. They listed it $375 for the pair. And it does look like they took an offer. So they were buy now. They did take an offer. But those pieces are so cool. I don't know. So unique. Again, definitely older. Vintage antique. And again, $375 buy now. They did take an offer. Some more gold-filled action. Now, this one has some really cool charms throughout. So an FOBS charm bracelet, intaglio onyx, mother of pearl. So you got the little watering can, little cross, looks like a cameo, inlay, amethyst, a little bit of moonstone, carnelian. There are so many cool pieces throughout there. Again, gold filled. I mean, she is a beaut. That's actually mother of pearl right there. I mean, fabulous, fabulous bracelet, without a doubt. Again, gold-filled, antique Victorian. This one on bid sold $525.99. Whew. So again, gorgeous gold-filled bracelet with all the charms. And again, $525.99, 30 bids. I found that surprising because, again, it's gold-filled, but that price, it's more than just the gold-filled. Alrighty, we have another Chinese export beautiful bracelet. Check out the jade carved tops. Stunning enameling. I love them. They're my favorite style. This one has that wide style, panel style as well. Beautiful floral. This one is in such great condition. This would, like, seeing it from the back here, you could see just the amount of silver work that goes into these. I mean, between the filigree edges and then that beautiful center, that is a lot of work. Gorgeous piece. It is marked on the closure right there, silver. Again, it does have its safety chain. It is a box closure style. I mean, she's gorgeous. This one was listed $975 by now. Does look like they took an offer. So again, you can kind of see there is a difference. Just because it's Chinese export does not mean that it's going to sell for high. It really does depend on the style and age, because I have a feeling that this one is older than the one previous. But the amount of detail that's in this one compared to the last, it's a big difference. So again, $975 by now. Does look like they took an offer. Alrighty, guys, we're officially top 5. What do we got? Oh, well, this one sold for $600, so it was quite lower than the $975 that they had it listed for. So again, we are officially at the $600 mark. We have Sajen carved opal moon face. So this is silver, guys. So sterling silver, beautiful inlay stone there. Check out that opalescent moon face. You got the beautiful inlay stones, some pearls, So much work. Again, signed Sajen 925. They listed it $600 by now, and it does look like that's what it sold for. It is toggle closure, adjustable. I mean, she's absolutely fabulous. The only other moon face that I've seen that looks this cool is the Kirk's Folly version. Now, even that one sells for a lot, but definitely not that. So again, $600 Sajen sterling bracelet. Absolutely amazing. Top 4. This one, 1945 vintage Wiwen Nilsson. I am probably mispronouncing that so bad, but Sweden sterling silver. It is just a block link bracelet. Now, it's listed $700. It does look like that's what it sold for. But again, the reason why I threw this one in here is because I don't know the name, but I'm going to try my best to remember from here on out. So, Wiwen, W-I-W-E-N, Nilsson, N-I-L-S-S-O-N. There is that signature. Hook closure. Does not look like it's marked 925. It looks like we got K9, ATI. So definitely older. There it is. So as you can see, AN K9 sterling silver, $700. Sheesh. That is definitely a lot more than the sterling weight. Alrighty, guys. Top 3. We have Chanel. Again, these ones I didn't even know were a thing. You have the acrylic Chanel line bangle bracelets. Guys, these bad boys go for a lot of money. This one is probably the coolest one. You got that multicolor circle with the CC center. Again, they are signed. Is, as you can see. Definitely has a big chip right there. I wish they would have shown the signature up closer. But right there in the center, it would be signed Chanel. It does have a signature on the inside each time. So keep that in mind. If it doesn't have it in there and it's just the CC, it's probably a fake. But if it does have that, like, kind of almost looks like gold tone or maybe even brass stamp center, then you know it's most likely a real Chanel. So again, gorgeous. Listed $748 by now. And it does look like that's what it sold for. Whew. Alrighty, we have some MCM action up next. Now this one is Hansen. Again, it's all about the names. I try to keep it, again, it's just a simple, now I know somebody that's at an estate sale might go, oh, well, that's sterling silver. So that's, you know, it's got some value to it. But this one was listed $1,250. Weight-wise, that's definitely exceeded. So again, Hansen, I'm not sure who that, again, I am on a learning adventure. Trying to do my best with the names. Now, I do know anything sterling silver, like George Jensen, is Denmark sterling. This one, Hansen, Denmark sterling. Mark 925 also has a reference number. And again, this piece sold it was listed $1,250 by now. They did take an offer, but man, oh man, that is an absolute stunning price for a sterling bracelet. Alrighty, top piece that sold this week, dun, 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 is an antique Shakudo bracelet. 1900s vintage jewelry. Now, to me, I was like, oh, this is Damascene. It is kind of just the opposite. So you have more of the black and, like, whereas Damascene's more gold tone with some black etching, this is more black with gold tone etching. So again, absolutely stunning. Now, what I did find out is the same makers that were making samurai swords in the 1900s also did jewelry. So Shakudo bracelet, 1900s, was listed $1,400, and that is what it sold for. So again, $1,400 Shakudo bracelet. Now, I don't believe all you get is a silver signature. I'm going to assume it's all about the style. So again, this one I might have to look into a little bit more to verify 100%. But look at how gorgeous she is. You got the cool dragon there. All different floral designs. You got the cameo end. I mean, just an amazing piece. Stunning design. And again, $1,400. Alrighty, guys. So that is it for the top 25 this past 7 days on eBay. This one's going to be my favorite, guys, is the Shakudo bracelet. Such an amazing piece. I think the details are amazing. Be sure to comment your favorite piece. And like always, guys, be sure to like and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed. and catch you in the next one.